Hey guys, so a lot of you guys have been asking me do a brow tutorial because I don't know, I guess you guys may like the way I do my brows. So that's what I did today. First, before I get started in the tutorial part, I just wanted to talk a little bit about my products because it was kind of hard to show them when I was like zoomed in. But first, for my everyday use, I use this Sally Girl palette. It's called Sally Girl Brow Powder, and this is in Golden Blonde. And the colors look like this. And these are like almost like shadows. They're just powders. So this I probably use in the summertime, but they say to match your color or like a little bit lighter than what your brows are. Mine are already done, but I use this one in the tutorial. I'll probably use this one maybe in the summer when the sun hits my eyebrows, they almost become invisible. So that's what I'm using for this tutorial. And this also came with little angled brushes, but I threw them away and just used my MAC 266 that looks like this. Next, as far as brow products, I did not use this in the tutorial, but this is just something to consider. This is the MAC Lingering Eyebrow Crayon. Really, really thin. They're thinner than like the lip pencils, like definitely a lot thinner. This is in Lingering, and the color is just, I asked her what to do for blondes, and she picked this one. I do use this sometimes, not all the time, because I just feel like sometimes pencils don't work as great for me. Like I feel like it can come off a little drastic and it's not as forgiving as the powders. So I like this and I do use this, so I wouldn't like say I never do, but I do prefer the shadows over this or the powders over this. Next kit is something you might want to consider. This is by Anastasia. Now I got this a long time ago, so I know they have palettes or gift sets or kits like this still, but maybe not in this exact packaging. But this is what it looks like. It's by Anastasia. I'm gonna say that a bunch of times in the tutorial. I don't know. I just say Anastasia because, yeah, that's me. So I think I might be missing something, but I'm not sure. Like I said, this is really old, but I'll show you what comes in here. First, it comes this brush right here. And you can use this or the MAC 266, or it's just an angled brush like this, and then it has a spoolie here to kind of brush out your brows, and then use the powder here. Then it comes with the powder itself, which I do still use, and it's very, very similar to the Sally Girl. This is what I'm talking about, and this is the Sally Girl. This is just more, this is like more taupey, cooler, and this is like a little bit more warm, as you can see. But I do use this, and again, the two colors. And it has like a little, it's all dusty, but a little mirror there. So that comes in the kit. And then comes these little stencils. This one, you're not gonna be able to see them, but they are basically just to stencil your eyebrows, and it comes with a slim high arch, a medium arch, and then what I use is the petite arch. So it comes with lots of those, and you can kind of do whatever you can. If you want the slim arch and you don't have the slim arch, you can do that. It just will look kind of funny, but I just use whatever matched best to me, which is the petite arch. So those things come in here. And then it comes with this. This is, I think, it doesn't say what it is. Oh, it's an eyelight in the color, it's an eyelight pencil in the color Camille, and it's just a very like pink tone pencil, like eyeshadow pencil. Kind of like the NYX ones, as I think that I say in the tutorial. And then lastly, it comes with brow gel. And this is just clear brow gel. Like, it looks like a mascara, but it's just clear. Like, I want to put it on my skin. Like, you're not gonna be able to see it. Yeah, so it's just clear. So these are the products that I love. All of this stuff I use all the time, and I definitely think it's great if you want to start defining your brows. So I will start doing this tutorial now. Okay guys, so I am going to just do my everyday brow routine. I'm just going to show you what I've been using every day. And I already talked about the other products. So, only thing I have on my face right now is I put a little bit of like tight line under there. As you can see, I have my under eye concealer, and I just have some powder foundation on. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. So my everyday powder is the Sally Girl Brow Powder. And again, I'm going to use this side. And I'm going to use the MAC 266 brush that looks like this. Mine's a little bit frayed because it's old. Looks like that. Okay, so I'm going to dip my brush into the powder, the darker one, and make sure that you cover the brush from heel, kind of like from bottom to top, like all the way to the tip. Okay, so make sure it's all covered, and then we're gonna go ahead and start. So what I do is I outline my brow first. Okay, just gotta rearrange my mirror here. Okay, so I kind of go on top of the brow first. Not much. I mean, I do have some hairs up there if you can see. So I want to make my lashes look, or my brows look fuller. So I kind of go upwards like that. And then right where my arch is, I make sure I define that as much as possible. Now I like doing a powder, or really like this powder. I mean, I think it's probably like $1 or $2. It's really, really cheap, and I just really like the way it looks. Now, I have pretty decent eyebrows. I mean, there's like some sparse hairs here, but they're pretty decent. I don't have to wear stuff, but I really think that makes the makeup look finished and polished and all that stuff. So I don't really add a tail to mine because I don't feel like I need it. The end of my brow kind of goes diagonally right to the end of my eye. So that's kind of like what you're looking for. And then the beginning of your brow should start right by your tear duct, or like the very end, like edge of your nose. So if I just put a line there, it's pretty on point. Okay, so I did the top outline, and then I kind of go towards the bottom and outline that as well. Okay, now that I've got that kind of defined, now I want to go ahead and just fill in the sparse parts. So I kind of just like, not anything special, just keep dipping into the powder and just keep coloring it in. Okay, now you can see right here, it's definitely not defined. So that's where I kind of pay more attention. So I take the tip of this brush, more so this part here, and dip it into the powder. I mean, I cover the whole brush, but I try to concentrate it on the tip. And then I kind of stamp it. Just to kind of create like a square-ish edge there. Okay. And then just finish it up. Sometimes I like to totally put the brush long ways like this and stamp it in like that, just to cover the brush again. And then I just kind of draw a straight line with it, like stamp it, and then kind of just push over. So it kind of just is a very square edge. Okay, so as you can see where it looks kind of fake up here, that like there's not a lot of brow hairs up there. So what I do to fix that is I take any clear brow gel. You can use Maybelline Great Lash, they have a clear one, or I use the Anastasia, whatever, the Beverly Hills one. It came in a kit, which I already have shown you, hopefully. And then I just take the clear brow gel and I just go upwards like this. So you don't really see that big powder mark. So, and you can see the wet like gel in my brows. Now this brow gel is awesome. It like keeps my brows in place all day. Okay, so that is one done, and I will show you how I stencil now. Okay, so it comes with many arches, which the one I'm going to use today is the Petite Arch stencil. And I feel like this one is like the most close to my brow. Okay, so I'm going to use the same powder just because I don't want to change anything up and look like totally backwards. So I'm going to use the Anastasia kit brush that's very similar to my MAC 266, and this has a little spoolie too. So I'm going to use that one. And this can get tricky because it's like you need so many hands. So I totally douse the brush in the powder, and then I kind of measure it up to the best of my ability. Okay, that looks pretty good. And then I just start filling in. And that's what it looks like. And you can see where that little bar was, so I just kind of fill that in right there. And just touch up, see if there's any like small places that need a little bit more color, like maybe right here. Okay, so you can see the difference. Whoa. Okay, so this is the stenciled one and this is the non-stenciled one. And I like them both. Let me put my brow gel in. Okay. All right, so I'm just gonna keep them like this. Now, if you want to clean up the edges, you can. Now you can use a concealer palette, something like this. This is Sonia Kashuk, and I would just use this one. Or you can use a MAC Paint Pot, again, Painterly, or my favorite, Soft Ochre. So you can use those. So I would do one with the concealer and one with not the concealer. So I'm gonna go ahead and use my Sonia Kashuk, and I'm going to use this color right up here and just dip any like paint-ish looking brush. And then this kind of just cleans up the area and keeps it nice and bright. Now this is optional. I do not do this every day. And then just kind of just blend it out. Okay, so there's with concealer. Like I said, it's not much difference. I already primed my eyes with the Paint Pot, but before I started my brows. Okay, the other thing in the kit is the Anastasia, again, whatever. It's this pencil, okay? So this is, kind of reminds me of the NYX Jumbo Eyeshadow Pencils. I'm going to swatch it right here for you. Looks like that. And I feel like it has a little bit of an iridescent look to it, but anyway, you can use this to kind of go underneath your brows. Oh, got a little bit in the hairs. And then just blend that out. The one with concealer definitely looks more bright to me, but my light is also on this side too, so. Okay, guys. Alright guys, I hope you guys enjoyed that tutorial. If you want to see more stuff about anything, just leave me comments below and I will see you in my next video. Bye!